Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So it is pouring, you guys. It is literally storming outside. I mean, the rain is coming down. I said the rain is coming down. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about my friend Nick over at Hopeless to Hopeful. His channel is called Hopeless to Hopeful. His name is Nick. You guys should go check out his channel. And he's been watching my videos, which is awesome. Thank you, Nick, for supporting my channel. And thanks for responding to my videos. And I really appreciate it. Like, I love when other people make videos and we talk about each other's videos and we shout each other's channels out. Like, I love that. That's what this is about. Like, we can have a conversation and we're all adults. And yeah, so I went over to Nick's video, and his video is titled Sub, which is mean Suboxone, or replacement. And I thought, oh, shucky ducky, what is he talking about over here? Let me watch this video. He got my attention. Y'all know how I am. I'm an advocate for people that are on medically assisted treatment. And so I went over there and I watched it, and he was talking about how, you know, when he had gotten on Suboxone, hey Sonia, he was on 3 films a day, and he was not working a program, and that he was just using them in his vicious cycle. Like, he would, you know, get sick and then take Suboxone and then not take it and then relapse and then take it again. And he was telling us about how, you know, when he was on Suboxone, he didn't use it correctly. And that's the case. That's what happens. I feel like that's what happens for a lot of people who get on Suboxone when they're not ready to get sober. And hopefully that while they're on the medication, we want something to change, right? And that's why it's so important for you to get into a program of recovery and to get into therapy while you're on medically assisted treatment, right? And because while you're on medically assisted treatment, you'll be working on changing your behaviors. You'll be working on changing your people, places, and things. You'll be learning about the disease of addiction, correct? Instead of just popping some Suboxone and expecting your life to change, right? Right? We got to do the work. You know, the Suboxone's not going to do anything if we don't do the work on the inside. That's where the change comes. The change comes from within. It really has nothing to do with what substances you're taking into your body, right? I mean, the substances are just our solution. You know, drugs and alcohol are what we did to change the way we felt and to make us feel better. Drugs and alcohol were just a symptom of our disease. So, I was watching this video and I thought, wow, this is great. Like, because a lot of people don't talk about how they misuse Suboxone and how they get on it and they don't want to be sober and they're just using it as an exit plan, right? They're just using it as something to fall back on. Hey Maria, they're not using it because they want to change or they want to be sober. They're using it because they don't have any other options, right? And so that's why I try to talk to you guys, and I try to put out content on my channel that's about recovery and changing your life and recovering from the disease of addiction, and different programs that you can get into and things that you can study and meetings you can go to. We have meetings here on my channel that you can come to, and we all support each other. And that's really important, you guys. It's an important part of medically assisted treatment. The recovery support and the therapy, you know, meetings, recovery support, whatever that may be. 12 steps, celebrate recovery, refuge recovery, smart recovery, real talk recovery. Hey girl, hey y'all, hey Ella, what's up girl? Have you been? I've been missing you. So it's different for everyone, right? But if you combined your mat therapy, you guys, with a program of recovery and you have therapy or some kind of counseling, I promise you, if you want to change and you want to live your life sober, that you will be able to do it. I promise you that you will be able to succeed. It might look different for you. You might be on Suboxone for a year and be able to taper off. It might take you 6 months. It might take you 2 years. It may take you 5 years. That's the thing. Everyone is different, right? So where I might get into therapy and I'm healing it, right? And I feel like I've been on Suboxone for 3 years and I feel like I'm in a place where I'm ready to taper. So I've started tapering with my doctor. Okay, it's a slow taper, a gradual taper over the span of a year. That for me might look different for you. You might be on Suboxone for 3 years and say, well, Nicole, I'm just getting my life started, right? I haven't even paid my fines off, or I just got out of jail, or, you know, my kids aren't even back in my custody. You know, that 3 years could look different for you. All right. So that's why it's so important. Like, each person, my goal and my plan of whatever I plan to do with my recovery, it might look different than yours. And the time that I take on my medically assisted treatment could be forever if I so please. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, you guys. As long as you're, I only think that Suboxone and methadone turn into replacements when you're not working a program of recovery, when you're not trying to better yourself from the inside. Suboxone and methadone turn into just replacing when you're just replacing and you're not doing the inside work. You're not going to your meetings. You're not getting sponsors. You're not working steps. You're not doing your program, Smart Recovery, Refuge Recovery, whatever program that you get involved in, right? It doesn't have to be 12 steps. Remember that. But you got to have a program of recovery where you're inwardly working on bettering yourself and changing your behaviors. Hey, Julie got a sponsor. What? That's what's up, girl. I'm proud of you. Good. See? That's what's up. And so, you guys, as long as you're working on you, you guys, that's the whole point, right? When we get sober, we don't want to be the same people we were when we were in active addiction, because we were making all those bad choices. We were doing bad things. We were doing bad things to ourselves. You know, when we get sober, we want to turn over a new leaf. We want to start, you know, we still want to stop hurting and harming ourselves. And so I was just watching his video, and I was thinking, thank you, Nick, for being transparent and honest. Because what I've ran into is I run into a lot of addicts who have been on Suboxone who don't admit that they took the medication, you know, irresponsibly, and that they didn't take part in therapy. Because you know what? That's the thing. They're not ready to get honest. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, like, one of the biggest things in your recovery is going to be getting honest. Okay? If you're on Suboxone and you're just using it to bounce back and forth between heroin and dope or whatever, then you need to get honest with yourself, because the only person that you're hurting by manipulating the situation and manipulating your doctor and the system is yourself. You're only holding yourself back from recovery. You know, and that's what I try to let people know over here on my channel. If you're on medically assisted treatment, as long as you're actively trying to change on the inside and doing better for yourself, recovery is possible. Recovery is possible no matter what, right? No matter what. As long as you got breath to breathe in your lungs, you could have a chance. You have a chance to change your life. You know, I just think it's so important for people like us and people who have multiple years sober, you know, to remember what it was like when they were struggling. You know, a lot of people don't have the luxury of going to 5-star treatment centers. It's harder and harder to get into rehabs nowadays, you guys. Sorry, guys. It's harder and harder to get into treatment centers nowadays, you guys. And, you know, some people can't stop everything they're doing and go into rehab. You know, that is it. For some people, it's a luxury to be able to do that, you know, because and I always say, like, if you can't stop and get 30 days in treatment, then just keep on going in your addiction, because eventually everything that you're putting off to not go will go to the side, because you'll lose it, you know, because that's what happens when we're in addiction. When we're actively using, you guys, it just gets worse and worse and worse, never better. So anyways, the point of this video was thank you, Nick, for being aware of the things that you say and what you put out, because it's so crucial, you guys. When people are early on in recovery and they're trying to find their way and they're trying to find that hope and they're on Suboxone and they're looking for people that, hey, I'm trying to find my tribe. I'm trying to find my crew of people that will help me through this journey, help support me. And I'm on Suboxone, I'm on methadone, and I don't feel like I fit in anywhere, right? It's so important for us as people in recovery who've been going through this for a little while to go, hey, come on over here. You're welcome here anytime. And I'm going to be with you for the long haul, whatever it takes, right? So I'm so glad that I found people in my life that are going to be there for me through whatever it takes, and that's what I'm going to be here for you guys. When I get off Suboxone, I'm going to show you guys, hey, look, this is what happened. This is how it was. We're going to go through the whole thing together. Y'all know I'm going to the doctor next week and I go down 2 more milligrams. I will tell y'all how that goes. And we're just taking it slow. So if you're on medically assisted treatment, watch my videos, pay attention. I'm slowly taking my time going off Suboxone, you guys. I'm not in any rush. I'm not going to jump off because I'm not going to risk my recovery. So if you're on medically assisted treatment, watch and learn, stick around for a while, because I'm following what my doctor tells me to do. And that's the best thing you can do, is follow what your doctor tells you to do, get on some kind of therapy, and get yourself involved in some meetings and a program. Come over here and hang out with us on Tuesdays and Fridays. I do meetings on Tuesday nights where we're reading the big book. And last night we did half of Bill's story and it was amazing. And then on Friday nights we do medically assisted treatment program. Yay, Anessa, thank you, girl. And also, like on Friday nights when we do the MAP meetings, you guys, like I'm getting everything together, and hopefully I'll be able to when you guys come in, I'll be able to drop you a link and you can come on the video with me and you can share with everybody your experience. And you can say, hey guys, here's my email if you need support. And that's what we're supposed to do. If you guys see each other in the comment sections and you're on Suboxone and somebody else is, give them your IG, give them your Instagram, give them your email. You guys start talking and supporting each other, okay? Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to find other people that are like-minded here on my channel, because I try to make sure that everyone keeps it respectful, okay? So, anyways, I love you guys. I just wanted to say thanks, Nick. I thought that was pretty awesome. Y'all go check his channel out. It's called Hopeless to Hopefull. And email me, Anessa, at demeon@yahoo.com. All right, guys, I'll talk.